The prisoner used a bedsheet to cover the cell door, pretending to be taking a shower inside. Soon after, a guard came to check, but saw nothing suspicious. Everything appeared normal. The prisoner continued doing this for 2 weeks until the warden got used to it and stopped checking. The next day, the prisoner began planning his escape. He took some soft metal from the lamp holder. Then, using a lighter, he heated the tip of a toothbrush and attached a razor blade to it. He removed the window bars and started cutting through the steel pipe quickly, but he didn't realize that it was only the outer frame. Inside, there were thick steel rods that were very hard to cut through. Then he came up with another idea. If the control switch for the bars was inside a metal box below, he could cut open the top of the box, unscrew the panel, and escape through the bottom. Mark didn't waste any time and started working. But suddenly, the prison officers came to inspect and noticed the curtain on Mark's door. They immediately ordered him to take it down. Hearing their voices, Mark panicked. If he removed the curtain now, he would be caught red-handed. Quickly, he hid all his tools and slightly opened one corner of the curtain to avoid suspicion. As an excuse, he said, "I'm using the bathroom. That's why it's taking a while." The officers ignored him and left. Once they were gone, Mark resumed his work. Soon after, he managed to cut through the control box, but when he opened it, there were still 2 thick steel rods inside with switches underneath. Mark quickly began cutting through those rods and disconnected all the switches from the window. Then, he reattached the bars to the window to make it look normal again. This time, the escape plan didn't just involve Mark, it also included Jack, the prisoner in the next cell. The next day, both of them hung bed sheets on their doors. Then Mark quickly removed the window bars. After that, they tied a rope to the ends of the bed sheets. Mark placed a pile of newspapers on his mattress and covered it with a bed sheet to make it look like he was still there. Then carefully, he climbed out through the window and pulled the sheet inside so it wouldn't hang and draw attention. After that, they smeared black substance on their faces and bodies to blend in during the escape. They moved slowly. Soon, they spotted a guard ahead. Silently, they continued moving until they reached the fence.